Hello?
Yeah, Ben.
Hi, Joe.
I'm on the train at the minute to London for WCPW. I've got no time to do ups and downs. Can you just do ups and downs? No, seriously, can you just do ups and downs? Both the ups and the downs. Cheers.
Hang on,
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Bye. See you in a bit. Bye.
Jack? God's sake.
I'm Ben from WhatCulture.com. Jack is currently on a train to WCPW London, and it's time to look at the ups and downs from last night's SmackDown, which of course was in Glasgow, which is literally just up the road from here in Newcastle, where I am currently standing in my shoes. This week's show was actually episode 899, which meant that it was imperative they get it right and build up next week's episode 900 to be as big of a deal as it deserves to be. But did they manage to pull it off? Well, I'm about to tell you, so calm the down. Let's begin with a down, and oh boy, did we have a fair few naff matches. I'm gonna stop doing that, I'm sorry. That was weird. Firstly, there was Ango defeating the Vaudevillians. Now, I love both teams as if they were my own mustachioed, fashionista children. So to see them fight actually breaks my heart a little bit. But neither team really came out of it looking any better. The losing side was just made to look like enhancement talent, and the winners had so little time to get their stuff in and look cool that they might as well have just stayed at home. And you can apply that statement to Cruz and Hawkins later on in the night. And up now, and as much as we all love James Ellsworth with his, the thing, profile, it's not. He's just physically fascinating, isn't he? But anyway, as much as we love him, it was rather cathartic to see him put in his place. No? He is, after all, a bit of a mascot, and he's got sort of the strength and power and consistency of a slice of soggy bread. So when he goes toe-to-toe with SmackDown's biggest stars, he can't look powerful, he can't win, because that would be ridiculous. He is a mascot, he is a slice of wet bread. He needed to be destroyed, and Bray Wyatt absolutely laying him out was the way to do that. That's good stuff. Down we go again now, and oh, Corbin, you silly goose. He came out and decided to jump a child in a Halloween costume that was half his size, and he did, for a while, beat up the toddler in the high visibility jacket, but eventually he fell over and he hurt himself, and then the toddler beat him up and made him look like a bit of a prat. Although having said that, it didn't really come off much better for Kalisto. He's meant to be a good guy, and he saw Corbin with his little poorly knee, and he decided that's a good opportunity to beat up someone who is already hurt. What a hero. But that hero had a huge opportunity that could only ever be considered an up. He's been allowed to challenge Kendrick of Monday Night Raw for his Cruiserweight Championship, and if Kalisto wins, then the entire division comes to SmackDown. Now, I think it's fair to say that the poor Cruiserweights haven't had the best treatment yet on Monday Night Raw, and with the advent of SmackDown's new Cruiserweight show, the 205 Live, which, I don't know about that name, to be honest, could only mean good things if they all came over to SmackDown. And Kalisto's great as well. He is good. He can't talk, but he's good. Kenny. Uptime again, and the general consensus going into Survivor Series from both Raw and SmackDown's perspective is, oh my god, how do we stop all the faces and the heels from actually eating each other? It is a cause for concern. Raw made the stupid decision to have their entire team fight one another at the same time, which is stupid, just so stupid. Whereas cool dad Shane McMahon inserted himself into the Survivor Series team for SmackDown and used his words to allow cooler heads to prevail. He was a sensible leader. He was, in every sense of the term, a cool dad. #CoolDad. Speaking of that Survivor Series, that was weird, sorry everyone. Speaking of that Survivor Series team, do you remember when SmackDown first kicked off being live and Brian and Shane said, oh, we're gonna do things differently. The focus is gonna be on the wrestlers and not on us. Well, Shane's kind of broken that rule a bit there, hasn't he? I mean, it's cool. It's cool that he's going to be in the match. That's nice. I like that. But I don't, because he said he wouldn't. So it's fine, but it's not fine. Like it's nice that he's there and that's fine. And it's cool, we're going to sit, but it's not fine. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's nice that he's there, it's not, he needs to understand it's not fine. It's okay, but it's not fine. I'm sure he understands. Final up time now, and good on Bliss and Lynch. You had a good match. The pair were, of course, initially meant to face off at No Mercy, but Becky did a sick, and so we got it now instead. Naturally, they both did some cool moves, with Alexa doing a thing, and then Becky responded by also doing a move. Have you ever tried to describe a wrestling match in real time? It's actually really hard. Anyway, good job, ladies. You did the women's division very proud. And there we have it. 4 ups and 3 downs. Overall, excellent work, everyone. I'd now like to encourage you to go and read the full ups and downs article from Andrew Murray at WhatCulture.com. And if, for some reason, you want to find more of me, you can follow me on Twitter at confused_dude, if you fancy. I'm Ben from WhatCulture.com.
Get out! Get out! Get
God.
out!
Oh my...
Who are you? Where is Jack?
He's oh God.
Wait, oh.
Hey, you like that?
Yeah.
I like what you're doing there, mate.
You can stay. Sorry, do continue. I was next, but just there.
Thanks, mate. What a lovely man.
Hello, magazine called Wrestling. That's right, it's time for issue 3 of Wrestling, this time focusing on the 100 greatest wrestlers of all time. That's been decided by our votes, wrestlers' votes, and of course, your votes. There's a big feature on the practice of blading, and of course, a How WWE Should Have Booked written by this guy. This time, How WWE Should Have Booked the anonymous Raw general manager. Not only that, but there are 5 covers of What Culture Wrestling 3 to collect out there. Can you catch them all? I don't care. Wrestling! As ever, you can pre-order the magazine by going to shop.whatculture.com.